I've been busy. Got oilseed radish on here. I'm just cultivating it in. That should be doing the full fertilizing, right? Let's check. Yep. So cultivating this one, I've got to cultivate that one. So we'll cultivate this field, seed it, cultivate that one, seed it, and we'll see. Oh, this one here is ready as well. So we'll harvest that one, cultivate and seed, and then we've also started harvesting potatoes. So there's a lot to do here right now. And then of course grass will be, no, some of the grass is ready, but not all of it. We'll probably wait till it's all on the same stage. There's just so much other stuff to do. Yeah, I totally hit the tree. Hear the birds chirping. The sun's gonna come up here soon. Is the moon over there? Huh. We don't have a pressure washer yet, so all our equipment's getting really dirty. We'll see how long it takes to synchronize this time. Shouldn't take long. It's been a while since he joined, so it might take a little longer. No, not too bad. So what's there to do? Great demand out for the potatoes. Nice, we're selling potatoes. So I don't know if the animals need to be taken care of. I know what the price was before. So I've just started this report. Let's see how the prices have gone. Our wheat has gone up by quite a bit. 314 is our top price. Barley has gone down. Oat has gone down. Canola has gone down. Sunflowers has gone way up. Soybean up a little bit. Corn up quite a bit. Potato, which is a great demand, has gone up a little bit. Beets has gone down. Cotton has gone up. Obviously, give me a long time before we get to cotton. Wool has gone down significantly. And now, milk and silage. Milk has gone down. And silage has gone down. So yeah, potatoes are up a little bit. So yeah, there's animal care, there is harvesting potatoes, there is harvesting whatever that other field is. What is that field? Oh, that one right here. Soybean? Yeah, soybean. Yeah. So there's a lot to do, and they're seeding this field. We can seed this field as well. So there's a lot to do. You can kind of choose whatever you want to do. And if you wanted to, you could also cut the grass on between these roads now. So lots of options. Yes, if you want to harvest potatoes, grab this tractor. Bring me the other tractor with the grass cutter on it, and I'll continue cultivating with that one. I will give you my trick to potatoes. It's a little bit of a learning curve to that harvester. Oh. Well, I can start the harvesting here. So the trick I learned was when you're going around a corner, a curve. Hey Gunner. Around a curve, basically match the front light to the edge, and you won't skip anything. And then if you're going down a straight line, and it's a nuisance turning this thing around, by the way. So you might not want to do the curve, and once you have enough space not to do the curve, I would just skip around the rock and go end to end, and not even do this end that I'm doing here. You finished the Lexon? I don't know what the Lexon is. here I match the edge of the hood with the edge of the potatoes. Yep. See that edge right there? That edge I match with potatoes if you're going fairly straight. And you won't miss any. It's basically technically just a one row harvester. And watch out for 100%. It's easy to get lost and don't realize once you've hit 100. Oh! You were, yes, modding a combine from scratch. Yes, I remember that now. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I'll bring you the John Deere. Yeah, I bet that was hard. In fact, the John Deere will be full. You might as well deliver a load right away. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it's going to fill it up. Maybe look into how much it would cost to upgrade that trailer to a bigger capacity when you stop at a shop. Hey Lucky, long time no see. Cat in a box. Do you have a cat? I saw some TikTok videos of people taking tape, just like masking tape, and with masking tape making a square on the floor, just like a foot by a foot, foot and a half by a foot and a half, and cats go sit inside it. So make a masking tape box and cats go and sit down inside the box, because cats just love cardboard boxes and boxes apparently, even if they're just masking tape boxes on the floor. Cats must inspect and go inside the box. You also made headers for it. You have a, I don't know if you're allowed to share a link. Would it even pop up at all? Probably won't let you share a link. Basically, okay, is your mod available for download, or are you putting it on ModHub? So you have a link. Oh no, it's Lucky saying yes. Making a box on the floor. If you have a link you want people to know about, throw it into my Facebook or into my Steam account. I don't know if you're friends with me on Steam or not. Probably not. So you're not putting it on ModHub. So you're not allowed to share links? Is that ModHub rules? Or is that the rules for someone that you're making it private for? Got it. Because if you wanted to make something and advertise it, I would have no problem helping you advertise it. You're confused now? It's for a private. Yeah, I find a lot of people have private mods. I'm like, but they're such beautiful mods, I want them too. Nope, private use only. I'm like, okay. Yeah, maybe I bought the upgrade for it. I bought the trailer. Do that one right there. Yep. So that's a little bit bigger. So customize that. Yep. And then would be less trips back and forth from the shop. Now the private group you made the private group you made the mod for, are you allowed to advertise them? Are they making money off the mod? Yeah, yeah. People take the mods. I get why they're private. People take the mods and then they put them on sites and make money off of the mods that you've made. That's why people keep the mods private. And I get that completely. Because it's a lot of work modding that stuff. You don't want it to be stolen and somebody else making money off of it. And why do you think your mod will get denied? Because of copyright issues? Just like RC 3D printer, yeah. People take 3D printed plans you make and then sell them illegally. They steal them and then sell them and make money off of it. Ah, because there's no sound to the combine yet. Ah, yep, yep. Jess says she doesn't play with sound. I do. I play with sound. I like the sound of the tractors. Where are you going to take the sound from? YouTube videos of the same combine? I bet you that'd be a good way of doing it. Better way would be going to the real combine and sampling the sound. That'd be cool. I bet you that's how Giants does it. Yeah, going in real life, grabbing the sound. Yeah, that's awesome. That would be. Yeah, that'd be the way to do it. Getting the real sounds of the combine and then editing it together. You're happy to see lots of people sell your 3D print? Yeah, I wouldn't be happy with people stealing my stuff and then making money off of it. We're starting to make some money. 13 grand, we've got to go basically to 100 grand. It's getting bright enough to turn my lights off. So people sell all the copies for $5. Meanwhile, you get nothing. Yeah. Yep, I get that. Yep, that's why sharing something online basically always have thieves. You don't If you don't make money off of it yourself right away, if you give it out for free, someone's going to make money off of what you give out for free. It's one row at a you have to do one row potatoes at a time. Yep. The other thing you could do is take that one row and just center the hood on it. If you're going to go straight down the rows of potatoes, that would be an easy way of doing it. She's making good progress. Potatoes take a long time if you're going to do one row at a time. Yikes. With a heavy cultivator and these smaller tractors, sometimes it gets light on the front wheels and it starts turning on you. It's like Slow her down. All right. That field is cultivated. Let's go repair this, and then we're going to start seeding. What should we seed? Canola? Haven't done canola yet. I think canola will be a good price. Sure, for $1 we'll repair that. Also for $1. $6 for the cultivator. You gave up on your hobby just because someone stole your stuff? I don't know if I would give up on something because someone stole it, but it does suck, especially when a company steals your stuff. Cedar. I haven't done corn or anything like that yet either. Let's save that for a smaller field though. This is going to be a bit tricky, but the game will let me do it, I think. Yep. Okay. Canola. I made this field bigger too. This is where we were storing our combine, and change the location we're storing it, making a little more space. You can find where the combine's stored, where the other header is. Side by side. You could always just go after them, sue them if you have proof that it was your design, right? Have you all the original files and everything, see the dates on it, and sue them, and they'd probably settle and give you a cash payout. Yeah, I was into radio controlled quadcopter and airplane, and I stopped flying those when they made it illegal to fly within 10 kilometers of an airport. It's like, yeah, but I'm flying at really low altitude, but it's illegal to fly anywhere near 10 kilometers within an airport. And here in the Okanagan Valley, good luck finding a place 10 kilometers away from an airport. You can fly your planes and quadcopters. Oh wait, in the middle of the forest, nowhere. If I'm shooting video with a quadcopter, yay! That's exactly what I want to do, is shoot forest. It's like, what's the point? So that's when I gave up pretty much flying my stuff around. Problem is there's too many idiots flying at higher elevations and flying them near jets and airplanes and stuff. It's like, yep, you've ruined it for everyone else. That's okay. Let people do their thing. If they want to steal stuff, let them steal stuff. I'm just going to ignore it and be happy on my own. That'll be on their conscience. Hey, I think I can open the blinds again. The sun has disappeared, so it's not blinding us anymore. I like seeing outside. What's that? Light is cheerful. I like that we're doing potato harvest here right away. Right at the beginning of the game. I want to do beet as well, and then get into cotton and sheep and pigs as well. Early in the game, get to all of those. It's all expensive equipment. We'll get to all of it. Yeah, cotton will take probably the longest to get into. But right now, our main goal is a tractor. We might buy some small stuff here and there, but tractor. one better tractor. I am not seeding. I am empty. I'm not sure for how long I've been seeding empty. You made an RC tractor with a working PTO. That's pretty cool. Watch some YouTube videos where guys make all the construction equipment in radio controls and actually move soil and have construction projects. Run with no lights yet. No, it's too dark for seeding. It just feels like I can run with no lights when you're nearby. You're always sunshine. It's awesome. I was not seeding without seeding for a long time, not for a long time at all. I noticed it almost right away. That's good. Don't feel like an idiot then. Man, you've done a little of everything, haven't you? Been a farmer, into RCs, doll houses, mechanic, truck driver. And he's built camper trailers and truck trailers. Yeah, you've done a little of everything. Now I've built truck trailers as well, as in semi-trailers. I've done that job, building semi-trailers. I enjoyed it. Very physical labor. I guess I've also worked for a farmer. And of course I've been management in retail. And a truck driver, so I've done a couple things too. I guess you start going through different things. I always enjoyed the blue collar jobs more than the white collar jobs. I don't fit into the white collar. I mean, I can fake it pretty good, but I've never felt in my own skin doing the white collar jobs. Oh yeah, I've done that too. I've built a house, built two houses. Well, me and my family. I made the blueprint and then physically built it. My dad did all the electrician. We did all the framing and drywalling and siding and roofing and all of that stuff. I love shingling, by the way. That was fun, throwing shingles on the roof. Well, we can't have that. Missed a little bit. Unacceptable. What's that? We don't have a horse and buggy on Grandpa's farm? Why? Man, someone should mod horse-drawn plow, horse-drawn harrow, horse-drawn um, seeder, and horse-drawn trailers. Yeah. Yep. How did they harvest them? Was there a horse-drawn harvester? I doubt. Maybe. I don't know if I've heard of a horse-drawn harvester. I think it was just all done by hand back then, right? Family lost 2 houses to electrical fires? Yeah, that's not a good sign. Because I think all like the wheat and corn, everything was hand picked in those days. Yeah, you take a big scythe. Yeah, cut. Yeah. That'd be some pretty cool mods. family's farm is still hand-picked vegetables. Yeah, like all the orchards, all the vegetable gardens here in the Okanagan, it's all still hand-picked too. All the vineyards, all the ground crops, everything here is still hand-picked. Because the fields are small, right? So you don't have the, the ability to run equipment on big equipment. Yeah, the machines, you're right, the machines are designed to pick them, damage the vegetables, so you have to harvest a lot more to get good quality, and then you get bad quality stuff mixed together. Yeah, Rensby, I'm always playing FS. When am I not playing FS? When Jess tries to get me to play other games. That's true. That's about the only time I play other games. What are the new Terraria updates supposed to be? Like, what are the updates? Like, gameplay or whole game's changing? When am I driving? I have to deliver my next load Monday at lunch, so I'll leave Monday morning. What's that? Yeah, get a nice full 2 days off after not being home last weekend. I requested it that way, so. I wasn't expecting to be on either. But I'm like, I'm playing the game again. Or still. Because the game never did quit. It paused a bunch of times. But it never quit. And I was going to do other stuff. I was going to edit videos. I gotta do that. But I never did any of that. I'll have to edit maybe just a couple of them today and then save the rest to edit tomorrow. Oh, you guys built the house out of old used wood. I like that. I know a place that was tearing down old houses, old barns, and reusing that lumber. It is good lumber. How's she doing on that field? Oh, wow. Almost done. actually impressed with a one-row potato harvester. I am impressed by those skills. I wanted to look. Why? So, needs plowing, yep. So, it needs plowing after certain crops. So, I like that. Now that I turn plowing back on, now that I understand that, so after certain crops, you have to plow. Yeah, that makes sense. So that field's going to need plowing. Yes, Rensme, yes. I have to cut a couple of these trees down. We just don't have a chainsaw yet, so if we ever run out of things to do on the farm, I will buy a chainsaw and a stump grinder and cut down those trees. But I really would like to buy another tractor before buying that stump grinder and chainsaw. Those trees will not give a lot of money. It'll pay the chainsaw, but it won't pay off the stump grinder. How much is a stump grinder? And how many horsepower does it need? Forestry. Where's forestry? I'm not seeing forestry. There's chainsaw. Forestry equipment. $5,000. 70 horsepower. So our tractors might not even power it. The red one would? Okay, so we have enough horsepower, so for $6,000 we could start cutting down some trees. There's 2 trees in this field. There's a couple trees back there. The ones in the rocks there I'm going to leave. There's 1 tree on that field, so all of our fields really have a tree. That small square field there doesn't have a tree in it, but has a tree right beside it. But yeah, essentially all our fields have trees in them. Oh, you're using old railway ties as pillars for our shed. Yeah, those things are solid. Yeah, I'm not keeping track of wood prices. Maybe I should, but I'm not really going to do forestry. I like keeping the forests. I think I'm going to keep all these forests around, at least a bunch of them. I like having forests and not cutting all the trees down, but the ones that are in the middle of the field that are obnoxious, I would like to cut those down, get rid of those. Oh yeah, I guess I could keep track of the forestry prices, just cut the trees down, make a big stack of them, and then sell them when the prices are good. You could do that. But that would cause a lot of lag because there's too many trees laying around. Just dump the potatoes where we store the bales. Not on the first side, the second side. Just dump them on the ground there and use the front end loader to load them in the future, or save them for pigs or whatever. No point of driving all the way to the shop for 70 potatoes, 74 potatoes. I might have to put them in a trailer and unload them that way if you can't unload them from there, but you should be able to unload them, force unload. If you missed a spot, you missed a spot. Oh, you made table out of railroad ties. Those would be some solid tables. Oh, I'm out of seed again. I know where I parked that thing. Should have paid attention where it was parked. Before that, it was parked right over here. Kind of backed into here. That spot right here on the side of the road here. Yeah, it's a good spot. Yeah, railroad ties are definitely crammed full of tar. Yep. At least the exterior arm. I don't know if how much tar stays in them, but oh, I didn't turn it on. Potatoes are a lot of work, but you still make good money off of it. I just like the variety of it. I don't always like doing the thing that makes the most money and makes the most sense. I like changing it up. Oh yeah, that's cool. Here in Canada, they pack all the railroad ties with tar. Um, but in Australia, it's a lot drier. The reason why we put tar on them to keep them from rotting away. Um, with the dry weather in Australia, you're probably not required to put the tar on there to keep them from rotting. Well, Australia is a big country, so parts of Australia are definitely not as dry as other parts, but And I guess it also depends on how hard the wood is. If it's a harder wood, it would require less. Softwood would rot away a lot quicker, basically. They're changed every 80 years? Holy smokes. Nope, they're going through the... I don't know how often they get replaced, but they inspect them and replace hundreds of them, thousands, millions of them every year. I'm going to need some diesel in this tractor. That's at 9%. I think you're right. We need some diesel for this tractor. Okay. What can I bring there that needs to be brought there anyway? The lime is empty here, so yes, that's a good idea. Let's go fill this lime. Might as well make this trip productive. It's a decent run for potatoes. Let's go fuel up and get lime here. Yeah, we used to be able to get railroad ties here free, but then they realized people were actually wanting the used railroad ties. So the ones that are still in okay condition, they sell now. You can't just take them. But most of them are rotten enough that you don't want to take them. Alright, long drive to the store. Eventually we're going to buy our own fuel tank and have it delivered in bulk. Oh, you're taking, yeah, you're in the John Deere because I can see the narrow tracks. Or the small tires and the tricycle setup. It's got the two tires centered in the front. Why would you order cedar from Vancouver? Can't find cedar closer? Or is it cheaper ordering it from us over here than buying it locally? Just want me to deliver it. You got over 2,000 railroad pillars in your backyard? Yeah. That's a few of them. Ugh, I'm yawning. What really sucks? Yeah, we can't go to movies. Yeah, I feel like a movie too. COVID-19 has canceled all the good movies. We should have our own movie night. That'd be fun. If we can find a good one to watch. Should have been paying attention if you want to know where to park that. now that we have bought, you had a little going to Morden, Manitoba. I've only ever delivered 2 places in Manitoba. And it's been a long time since I've had a Manitoba run. For the life of me, I can't remember. Yeah, one. I remember one of them, but I don't remember the. Don't remember the village name. I've brought the big rig through Morden. Did I? No, I don't think I went actually through Morden. I went to the 3 Mile Corner, but not to Morden. So I often came down here, Oak Lake, turned south here, went through Souris, drove all the way down to Boissevain. So I've delivered here Boissevain quite often, but it's been a long time since we've delivered there. We used to deliver there quite regularly. And I have also delivered, and that time I took the one all the way to 13, went south through Winkler, and then delivered Oostervik. I think. Yep, that's right. Yep, Oostervik. Delivered Oostervik here, and my cousins live right here, a couple miles away. So I've delivered to Oostervik and Boissevain. Boissevain I delivered quite often. I've never driven my big rig through Morden. And then from Oostervik I drove down. No, that wasn't from Oostervik. That was a Boissevain load. Boissevain. I've driven down here along Highway 3 and loaded. I can't remember where I loaded, but it was across the border in Saskatchewan. Was it Oxbow maybe? Yep, right there. That building right there. I've picked up a load there before. But very often when we deliver to Boissevain, we would drive empty all the way from Boissevain to Calgary and load there. So that's a lot of empty running. Or we would drive up to Saskatchewan here to Meadow Lake and load up here empty. So you grew up near Morden Winkler? I did, yes. More like between Winkler and Altona. So I still consider this home. I've lived right here. I've lived here. Don't zoom in. So I've lived in Roland. I've lived south of Rhineland. I've lived in Chansenfeld, and then of course I have lived in Gnadenthal. So basically I've lived in this circle up here, and I was on the fire department in Plum Coulee. It was a volunteer fire department. That was just Manitoba. And then I've also lived right about here somewhere, south of Wheatley. I've lived up over here. It's all near Point Pelee Island, or Point Pelee National Park. And then I've lived in Chihuahua. Let's see if I can find Cuauhtemoc. Cuauhtemoc. Okay. I'm gonna just guess right about here. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna say that's the village. I'm fairly confident I grew up, or I lived here. It doesn't have a name on the village here, but if I'm right, it's called Chindarp. So I've lived there in Mexico. About there. And I've also lived over here. Couple places over here. Up on a hill over here. One of these houses, I can't remember which one. My mom currently lives right about there. Nope, it's actually, nope, she's moved. She used to live there. She's living right about there right now. I was actually born in that building right there, Blue Creek Medical Center. I've lived in Belize, Mexico, and Canada. And of course now I live over here. I've also lived over here in Ulala. Also lived in Caramias. Okay, it's Olala. Olala. I've lived in many places. And to wake up my controller. Now, I've lived in 3 different countries, and then many places in those 3 countries. I think we only lived in one place in Mexico. Belize, 1, 2, 3, at least 3 different houses in Belize. And then in Manitoba, it's Roland, Rhineland, Scheinvase, Ganantal. So that's 4 houses in Manitoba. Technically houses would be 5 because we built a new house on the property by hand like we were talking about earlier. And then in Ontario we lived at 1, 2, 3 different houses. Yeah. No, just a Mennonite. Here's the deal. People always ask why we moved. This is not a happy story. I'll tell you why we moved. Because my dad was evil. That's why. We lived in a very, very Christian, perfect family background. And my dad was very, very abusive, especially to my mom. And every single time the church would start finding out, hey, this family is not as happy and friendly as it looks on the outside, and there's something going on here, and all of a sudden the pastors would come over and start asking questions, and mom would tell them what's going on, we had to move. I never got the brunt of it because dad was an idiot to the women in the family, so my mom got the brunt of the nastiness that I'm not going to get into, and my oldest sister, she's younger than me, got a lot of the nasty stuff too. So it took my mom a long time to leave that idiot, but it was good that she finally did it. That's why we moved so often. Like I said, not a happy story why we moved so often. But I mean, I got some of the stuff, but compared to what the other family members got, I got off pretty lucky. Ah, she's harvesting that little bit of the field up there. Oh, I wasn't sure what you were doing. Oh yeah, Lucky, you said you lived in 4 countries, USA, China, Thailand, and CAD? I don't know what CAD means. Farmer Joe would like to know where you lived in the US, what states, because she's American. She grew up in Michigan. And we currently have family all over the place. We have. So you lived in Canada for a while. Cool. So you've gotten around as well. And so when you say 4 countries, you mean 5 countries because you have to count Australia as well. California? We currently have no family in California, but in the past we've had family in California. We have family in Oregon right now, also in Texas, and obviously in Michigan. I'm not a huge fan of this field. Small little one. This is where we should plant our potatoes. It's a smaller field. It's a good one to plant our potatoes. Wouldn't be quite as overwhelming with a small little harvester. I think we'll plant potatoes here. Yeah. I like the idea of always having ground crops, grains, and also corn or sunflower. I have to keep mixing it all together. We haven't done grain or corn or sunflower, so maybe we'll do that on the field that we had potatoes on. What's that? Yeah, sell everything. Yep, if we can get a full trailer of anything, sell it. Oh, what's the price of soybean? Only half a trailer. Is it worth selling it? Soybean is way up in price, so yeah, go ahead and sell it. Yep, sell the soybean. Yeah, it wasn't a good situation back then. It's all been resolved now, but at least for my family, I don't know. I don't know what's keeping the old man busy these days, what kind of trouble he's getting into, but at least our family is mostly out of it. And I suspect that's probably why I don't like being a social person. It's hard to be social when you can't sit down because you're black and blue, but makes school harder for sure. Because you gotta hide it all because you're a perfect Christian family. But that's okay. I don't. There's people that have it way worse than I have. It's like, even in my, like I said, my own family, my mom and my sister is much worse off. So. And he was a racist bigot, so. That's okay. That's on their conscience. Let them live their life. We won't get into the weird other stuff about him because this is a kid-friendly show. But if you want to know anything else, it's not a secret. I'm telling anyone. Even if it's family members that don't know the other side of the story, I will tell you everything I know if you want to know, because you got to talk about stuff like that, but not on this YouTube show. So just know abuse is not okay. Period. Oh, I missed other comments back there. Lucky, you used to live in Connecticut as well? What? I'm not sure what. I'm sure there's spelling errors there, Rensme. And Lucky says his mom was or your mom was abusive and your ex-wife was abusive. Yeah, abuse is not okay. Verbal, physical, or sexual abuse, none of them are okay. Period. What you doing after this? What's your next project? What is there to do? Seeding this field with potatoes, plowing the field of potatoes, and also plowing the field you just harvested now. So there's 2 fields to plow, this field to seed. Yeah, yeah, we're gonna plow it all the way. Oh yeah, I guess we should harvest the grass in the center first, maybe. Good point. Let's take a look, see what growth stage it is. Yeah, it's on a single growth stage, so maybe if we plow this field down here and seed both of these, maybe that grass has grown one stage, and it'd be worth even more cutting that grass first and then plowing. Yeah. Can you show how much lumber is in on your game? Like the price of lumber? Uh, Oh, my tractor's moving. I see the background moving. Let's take care of that first. Okay, now that you're stopped. Okay. What is that? What is lumber? That's wood chips right there. I think that's the only thing we can see for prices. So wood chip prices we can see. I don't know what that is. That logo. Jess? I'm not sure what that is. Lights is the right shoulder and B. Wood chips don't have a price because there's nowhere to sell. But I'm confused. Because we do have wood chipper though. But this one is at the grain shops. I'm sorry, I don't know what price lumber is. I don't even know what this logo is. And this is water? So, I'm confused by these logos here. This is a wood chips, I think. Because I get all of these. Because that's sugar cane. I don't know what that is. Eggs. Wool. That's wool. And then milk. I think that's water. And here we have silage, grass, hay, and straw. And then I didn't know we could sell fuel. I don't know what the two fuels mean. Wind power. So that's got to be wind power. That's fertilizer. Oh, Jess has got a cheat sheet. Okay, so I still don't know what that means. It says it's forage. What's this one here? Chaff? Okay, that's chaff. That makes sense. Yep. And then that's wood chips, but we don't have a price for it. So. And then this is fuel, but I don't understand how we're making money off of fuel. And that's manure, and this is liquid manure. And that would be, what's it called, from digestate, from selling silage. Oh, we don't have anywhere to sell silage yet either, so yeah, that's lime. So there's things on here that I don't quite understand, but we don't have a sell point for wood chips, so we can't even. But we do have, we have this. If we throw logs in here, we get money. So I don't understand the fact that it's not showing up any prices. Gotta be careful. Don't want to get sucked into that machine. There's a big log laying here too. I should plow this section and grow properly grass here for storage too. That's a future project if I run out of things to do. So yeah, I don't know the price of lumber. This map doesn't have a lumber sell point. Now we've lost Jess to Chrome. Lost the free labor. Yeah, all these trees around and there's no cell point. But this is no man's land, so there's only the one cell point except for what we built. You can build cell points. So they've modded in cell points here under miscellaneous. No, is it under miscellaneous? So we have, okay, so here's a sawmill right here. Costs us $55 a day to build it. I put the straw barn down. So we have, here's the wood crusher to direct so we own this, but it doesn't show up on. Here's a wood chips sell point, so we could chip it and sell it there. And then we have a spinnery for wool, vehicle workshop, and then we have some other random buildings like farmhouses, and then we have, there's more buildings somewhere. Maybe it's under decoration. Oh yeah, so here we have a lot of decoration and buildings like factories and shops and stuff like that, and we can put cell points in front of a lot of these too. Where are the cell points? Right here. Here's just cell points. So here's a cell point to all these grains. A bakery cell point. There, so we can place the buildings and the cell points separate. Root crops, garden center. That's just root storage. There's root and chip storage, so stuff like that. So you can really, with no man's land, you can really make this map what you want. How do we lose that much money? Oh, you bought potatoes. Okay, seeding potatoes. Okay. Oh, that'll fill. You'll seed this whole field with that. You'll have leftover. Oh yeah, should have done that. Yeah, next time. Or even once we've seeded here, take those potatoes and dump them into the planter. Oh yeah, we gotta get a bigger tractor for. Yeah, that's what I would do. Start from the top and plant downhill, because the tractor's not quite powerful enough for that planter. Connecticut with the help of your cousin. Sure, I'm not sure what that means, but you lived in Connecticut with the help of your cousin? You've been to Connecticut? Vacation, just passing through, or? I have not. I'm missing most of the East Coast states and East Southern coast. The northern ones I've done. I've done like New York and stuff. Not the city New York, but I've been to New York State. I don't really care to go to New York City. Yeah, Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire. Done the northern, but I haven't done the southern eastern corner. That's basically a quarter of the U.S. and that corner I have not gotten to yet. We were planning on being in Texas next month, but Thanks to COVID-19, we've canceled that, which really sucks. Oh, okay. So he opened a shop in Connecticut and you got to hang out there because of it. Okay, let's go. Park this. We will grab plow and start plowing this field down here. And then we can seed that field with something else. Oh, we'll probably seed oilseed radish first. So that field needs to be fertilized before we seed oilseed. Well, the field you're seeding right now has been fully fertilized. Oops. Just making a habit of repairing all the equipment every single time I'm putting it away. That way I never accidentally run equipment that's out of repair. Oh. Okay, so while you were, in Connecticut, you were drag racing a Blazer? What was I doing? Oh yeah, plowing. At least I was paying attention. So I made the field bigger down here, so next time we seed here, the field will be a little bigger. What's that? You want ice cream? It's a two-wheel drive Blazer. Light down here in the trees. So hang on. The engine and chassis were a car. I'm having a hard time picturing this drag race. Okay, so the chassis was built in Canada, the engine was built in Canada, but it was assembled in Australia. And then you brought it to the US to race? Okay, so the chassis and engine are built in Canada. The body is built in Australia. And then you pimped it out to be a drag racer and brought it to the US to race. How do you get it to the US? In a container? Throw it in a container and it gets chipped across the ocean? It did not fly. Just as it flew, she's crazy, it did not fly. You have to be rich to be flying vehicles. Air freight. Who knows, maybe Lucky is rich and he flew it there, but I'm guessing it's fairly cost efficient to throw it in a container and go on chip. Chips take too long, so you actually flew it. How expensive is it to fly it? That's got to be expensive. Fine, Farmer Joe's right. Yeah, I guess that's a lot of salt water too. How rich are you? Or is it cost efficient to fly it? $300 grand? Okay, that's not as expensive as I expected. Not 300, 30 grand. I mean, it's still expensive, but not as expensive as I was thinking. You know what, we should upgrade this plow. Probably be $200 to upgrade it to one more blade. It's fairly cheap to upgrade the plow, I think. Maybe I'll do that. I'll go to the shop after this and just see how much it would cost to upgrade them. Well, yeah, that's what I meant. Bring it to the shop. No, not to the store, to our shop. Hey, Trev. Actually, I like saying, "Hey, Mr. Cooper." Sounds better. I like that better, Mr. Cooper. F1 air freight or 2 air freight? I don't know. I still wouldn't. So when you flew the Blazer to the U.S., did you leave it in the U.S. or did you fly it back to Australia after? Because there's people like from Europe that fly sports cars over from Europe to the U.S. every year to do sport gatherings and stuff. Two-way ticket. So is that 30 grand both ways, or 30 grand, 60 grand both? Like to get it to get it to the U.S. and back to Australia. Yeah, 30 grand for a two-way ticket there and back, or you have to pay that twice. Oh, you have to pay twice. Ouch. Okay, how'd you do at the drag racing then? And like, the, was it worth bringing the car or truck all the way across, flying it over the ocean, paying 60 grand to get a truck across the ocean to drag race? It wasn't worth it. The other question is, did you have sponsors? Did all of this money have to come out of your pocket? What's that? Lots of questions? I have questions. I'm interested. I'm allowed to ask questions. Yes, you were hinting I wasn't allowed to ask questions. Oh, I forgot to upgrade the plow. I get to say what you're thinking or what you're feeling. You don't have your microphone on, so I can say whatever I think you're feeling. No, she doesn't think it's wise. Okay, let's see how much it costs us to upgrade that plow. Oh, might as well repair it while we're here. Customize. Oh, nothing. Apparently, it doesn't cost me to upgrade it. What the heck are we... Oh, no, never mind. That's what we have right now. Of course it's not going to cost me anything. That's what we have right now. There we go. Oh, it's only 50 bucks to expand it. It was from the 3 to the 4 cost me $200, and it's only going to cost me $50. What? What? Doesn't say $100 anywhere.
It does. See that orange arrow, right? Orange arrow. Like configuration.
Where does it say $100? You're insane. I don't read $100 anywhere. Down here, $100, but here it says 50.
But am I insane?
Yes, you are.
No, it says 100.
Okay, it says 100 here. But it's only adding 50 here.
Yes.
Okay, let's see what's going to cost. For $50. Okay, there's some kind of error there, but I got charged. Well, my wife is crazy, but I'm not really sorry. No. Sorry. Not sorry. Hopefully this tractor can handle 5 blades. So that plow's as big as we're going to get it. Oops. Turned on grass cutter. Yeah, that's nice. So a Holden Blazer made in Australia, does it look just like a North American Blazer? Like the same body panels? Basically, are the differences minor differences, or are there major differences to the vehicle? Other than, like you obviously said, the VIN says Holden on it. Must be aliens around. I keep seeing flashes of light. Are your headlights on your tractor? Yeah, it's gotta be it. And she's on the other side of the trees, but I'm seeing these flashes of lights over here. What you doing? Nothing? Nothing, okay. Nothing. Do you want options what to do? You can fertilize this field and then seed the field. Or you can plow this field if you want to take over this. Don't feel like plowing. Really, there's fertilizing and seeding left to do. You're playing Grand Theft Auto right now? Oh, that's right, we're playing Grand Theft Farming. Grand Theft Tractor. I guess the other thing that can be done is cutting grass. The roadway here, we can cut the grass on that too. If you're more into that. Hello? She's picked fertilizing. Definitely a lot better with 5 blades. so hang on, you had Camaro engine in the Blazer? I never liked Camaros. You know, I have friends that love Camaros. I never liked Camaros. Camaro, Firebirds, I was never a fan of those cars. To me, they always felt like they were wannabe Corvettes. That's me plowing here to make it confusing to see what you've fertilized, what you haven't. Yeah, it's all fertilized. Yep, the whole field. There's like tiny little bits missing, but yeah, pretty much all fertilized. We're good. Good with fertilization. Street legal drag car. When I was in the fire department, um, one of our firefighters, she was also the fire chief's wife. Um, she used to drag race funny cars. Definitely not street legal. What's that? No, it does not force you to. There's fertilizer in it? It's filled with fertilizer? Okay, so we're gonna have to. So we'll do the field up top. We won't do. We won't fertilize the field. We'll only plant oilseed radish. Actually, but the field probably is auto-fertilized already, right? Oh no, oh, that'll be an interesting field to do. Because part of it will be fertilized thanks to the grass, part of it will not be. But we'll have to think about that, not to do double fertilizer, because that way we can plant corn or sunflower with that seeder without wasting fertilizer. Good point. Yeah. Some interesting drag cars out there. I don't mind watching drag racing, but I lose interest pretty quick. I'm not really big into it, but it looks like a fun sport to be involved in. Well, darn it, I haven't even started editing my videos, Rensme, so I'm in trouble. Maybe you guys just won't get my trucking videos because I've waited too long. I better start working on that soon. How long have I been streaming now? Oh, for over 2 hours. Yeah, I guess I should take a break. Okay, we're just going to leave this plow here for a second. And yeah, I should edit some videos. No, it's not okay not having any videos. No, not okay at all. Why I put the movies out so early in the morning? I just upload them. I guess the time it automatically chooses is midnight, my time over here. So I just download, or they're uploaded at that time every day. This part of the field here, this is going to be road eventually, so we haven't converted it to road yet. We might as well cut the grass here, get a harvest out of it, and then I'll work on the grass in the center part of that field there, and then we'll plow the rest of the field. It's always 3 in the morning when you see them. So yeah, so yep, that makes about sense. Midnight our time. Makes sense that you would see them at 3 in the morning in Manitoba. Well, that'd be 2 in the morning. Yeah, they should be, yeah, your time they should be posted around 2 in the morning. I edited 5 of them while I was resetting in Smithers last weekend, so I have to upload 5 of them, don't have to edit those, and then I have to edit another 5. So I've got to edit 5, upload 10. And it takes a while for the laptop to render the video after editing it together. And honestly, I don't do a lot of editing. I just take the video clips and glue them together, and I don't watch the whole thing. And I know the videos coming up this next week kind of suck because I lost a whole bunch of the video. Yeah, I don't know if Sony has a editing program that puts all those together easier. So the camera was accidentally on dash cam mode, and it was a pain putting them all together because all the videos were 1 minute long. And it recorded over itself, so it recorded over a lot of the video. So the coming week's videos kind of suck, but I'll give you what I have. It is what it is. But the week after, they're good ones there again. But speaking of, I really should take a break and start editing those videos. So I think we'll wait for Farmer Joe to be at a good spot. Well, I'll probably keep playing. I'll probably pause the game, edit the video, and then continue playing the game while it's rendering a video. Well, it's getting pretty late, so we probably won't play that long. I'll try to render at least 2 videos today. You're good? Okay. We'll call it right there. Thanks for watching. I've done a lot more streaming today than I wanted to, but it was fun. It was worth it. What time is it in Vancouver right now? Probably the same time as it's here. 9:20. So 2 hours off. So need a break? Maybe Jess needs a break from me just being on the computer all day. She likes some attention too. So yeah, I'll see you guys probably tomorrow morning sometime when I'm doing laundry. Not guarantee. I don't know exactly what we're planning, but we're thinking kayaking tomorrow, so we might not do anything online tomorrow. Might be go out and do real world stuff. All right. I'm out. Thanks again.